day, we have to ride for each other. If we don't talk about it, if we don't let the world know who's in the league, we will not know. So, women in the NFL, we have a special person that we have today, Sam Rappaport.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, so let's go ahead and talk about it.
All right, so Sam is the director of football for the NFL, so she has a very high profile position. She does a lot for programming to retain, to develop and promote diverse candidates into basically football operations. So people of color, women, just to get them in the door and give them opportunities. What I thought was really cool is she is from Canada, and she was a quarterback for a women's football league there.
Wow.
On her resume, she said what other quarterback could accurately deliver a football 386 miles. So I thought that was pretty funny. Like, look, I'm good, guys.
Let's go.
So how I actually even found out about her was I was looking into the Women's Career in Football Forum.
Yeah.
And found out that she basically runs it, puts it all together. So it's just, she just calls groups of women and they get together and basically talk football and how to get them positions in the NFL or other football leagues. Because her big thing is like, she understands that women love football just as much as men do. That there are just as many women out there as men that love football. They just don't have the same connections, the same opportunities to get into these positions. So her big thing is just giving these women opportunities, getting them connected with the right people, getting their resumes on the right people's desks to be seen. Because it's not that there aren't women out there who are very qualified and would love to have these jobs. It's just they're not seen. So that's her big thing. Last year alone, 83% of the people who went to the forum ended up getting jobs. 79% of them were women of color. So I thought that was pretty cool. So it's not just women, it's people of color too. Just the people of color who have gotten jobs has increased over the last year too. It went from like 25% in 2019 to almost 80% in 2021. So that's good. We're doing good things. We're getting there.
Absolutely.
Yes. I don't know. I liked her message. She said like the whole point of this forum, like she wants it to be obsolete. She wants this forum to not even have to be a thing because she just wants women to be so prominent in the league that we don't even need to have this conversation anymore. And we can just be like, wow, that's amazing. So I thought that was pretty cool. She has a podcast called Earn It, the NFL's Forward Progress, which I thought was interesting. I'm excited. I'm going to listen to it now. That is with Jane Goodell.
Yes.
So I thought that would be cool to listen to. I didn't know that, so I'm excited to listen because I'm sure they talk a lot of great things about women and opportunities in the league. And then that was pretty much it. The other thing I thought she said was that like having more women not necessarily encourages more women to be interested or get into football, but it shows them the message that you can if you want to. Because before it was like all these women are interested. It's not lack of interest, it's lack of thinking you can do it. So I think it's good that there are more women in the league showing women that, hey, this is an opportunity that you can have, that you can do. Because before, I mean, when I'm a few years ago watching football, I'm like, oh, females can never do that. There's no females. Females don't belong in the NFL. But now you're seeing all these women. It's like, no, you do belong there. So I thought that was cool.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, you don't realize it can happen until you see it. Mm-hmm. For a long time, we haven't been able to witness any women in the league. So we got used to not ever seeing women in the league and thinking that it probably would never happen.
Yes.
But as you can see, we have women paving the way. Delilah, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I mean, the fact that they have a podcast, I'm going to have to listen in on that too, because, I'm sure that they have a lot of stories.
Yes.
Right? Because breaking into an industry that's male dominated is never easy. And so I'm sure you have to wear a suit of armor, right? Yeah. Because it's, you have to kind of break through that door and set the tone and demand to be respected because,
absolutely.
And so I'm interested to hear her experiences, with elevating, right? Growing, moving around in those, spaces. One of my favorite quotes from Michelle Obama was that what helped her when she was surrounded by only men is that she realized she was actually the smartest person in the room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, like she was like, yeah, you're in here surrounded, here I am, a woman, and not only a woman, a black woman, and then you're listening to these lawyers talk, and then basically she's like, in my head, I'm like, but I'm smarter than all of you. And so that's what, and so sometimes that's the kind of mentality you need. It's like, you're either as smart or better, right? And so it's like, absolutely. That's the thing, that when you listen to a lot of women who mentor women to go for things, that's what they always say, right? They're like, you don't know if you don't ask, right? You don't know if you have to be a little bit more vocal, which obviously that means we have to step out of our comfort zone, because we've always culturally we've been told to defer, right? But now it's like, no, we got to move forward and be like, no longer are we in the shadows. It's like, this is what we want. Here we are. This is my qualifications. And if you are rejecting me, why are you rejecting me? It's like, it's always asking that question. Like,
what is the reason? Right. Katie, do you have anything to say on this subject?
Yeah. Like, one of my favorite females in all of history, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, said, women belong in places where decisions are made.
Yes.
And I truly, truly believe that more women need to be in those decision-making roles. And just like when we got this female vice president, people said, wear your shoes, glass ceilings are going to be broken.
Yeah.
I'm all about shattering glass ceilings. I'm all about bringing women power. I'm all about the feminist movement, if you don't know that about me. So anyway, I believe more females means better things.
Absolutely.
Better. The more females we bring into the league, the more females that we see on the sidelines as refs, coaches, executives, owners, GMs, whatever. It's going to be good for this league.
Exactly. What's interesting is, like, women empowerment also elevates men. And I don't think people realize that, because what it does, it means that you don't have to be the stereotype anymore, right? That idea of toxic masculinity is out the window, and you're able to express yourself in the way that you want. So it's not even just about women itself. It equals the playing field, meaning, like, if this is not the role, or, the role you wanted for yourself, if you saw yourself in a different manner, like if you are more of an artsy person, if you are more into, like, what stereotypical women, like, more sensitive and, like, right, like the sensitive attributes and all of that, it equals a playing field. It means that you're also able to expand your horizons and your thinking, and try things that you
ideas.
So
absolutely.
So let's do it.
We talked about Sam Rappaport today. This was
all right.
Man, as you know, every show we will be bringing you somebody else different about a woman in the NFL, and we hope